Hello, my peeps. Happy 2023. I am looking forward to this year, and I decided that I want to be a little bit more structured in going forward with my channels, my YouTube channels in particular, both my review channel, Rachel's Outdoor Adventure Reviews, and this channel, my vlog channel, Rachel in Real Life. And I wanted to share what my plans are and goals going forward for this year. And I think I'll probably do a monthly check-in just to see how things have gone. And then at the end of the year, we will look at the overall year and how hopefully holding myself to this schedule and writing goals down and things like that will turn out to be a benefit to me in keeping me more structured, if you will. So in order to do that, I found a planner. I am a digital person all the way, but I wanted something that I could have in my hands. And I found a planner by Clever Fox. Nothing is sponsored. I just liked what this particular planner had to offer, and it was a very nice planner. So then I had to find a case. So I found these fancy cases. Nothing is sponsored. You can buy whatever planner you want, but it is a nice carrying case because I wanted to be able to have extra markers and throw some brochures and booklets in here or pads of paper. And it has some pockets in the front, and I actually keep the Clever Fox How It Works guide in here because this is helpful. I like the daily affirmations and things like that, just to get some ideas on what to do for those. I did turn to this guide and it has been very helpful. I have some extra markers. I've got so far some maps and brochures in here, which I got at some visitor center. And this one in particular is useful because it has the scenic loop tour, which I can do most likely in the spring when there's not so much weather. And this separates from out of the planner, and it has some pockets, which is great. This particular planner came with some stickers. I may end up using some of those, but I really wanted to just protect this planner because I am going to be traveling with it, throwing it in my car, and it's going to get some use. So after the 2023, and it has a 2024 year overview, we turn to my gratitude and self-awareness. So I started out with Lila because she is with me every day, all day. I am so glad to have her as a little companion. She is my buddy, and she is really turning into an adventure cat. When we get home from an adventure, just in the car, she sits by the garage door lately, and I let her out in there and she wanders around. Sometimes she jumps in the car or she sits on my Yakima gear locker, and that to me is telling me that she does like to go on these adventures and see what is out there. So I will continue to take her. I'm also grateful for my munchkins. I call them that because they are my nieces and nephews. And I'm also grateful for family, my siblings and mother, and they have been a very good support system to me, and I really appreciate them. I am grateful for plumbing as well. Having lived in my car and traveled a lot in my car, you really notice little things like that you take for granted living in a sticks and bricks on a day-to-day basis. I am very grateful for plumbing. Toilets, especially, showers, absolutely, and water, of course, the essence of life, if you will. I am also grateful for my warm bed. The bed that I have here, it is cozy and comfortable and warm, and it's just nice to get into after a long day. And I'm also grateful for the bed that I have in my car. I recently swapped out my trifold mattress for my X-Bed blow-up air mattress one, and it's so much better. It's so cozy, so comfy. I love it. I actually want to get out more because I know I have a really comfortable bed in there. The trifold one, it was a little stiff, and it was Lila proof with her claws and kneading, but I've taken some steps to hopefully ensure Lila does not pop my Exped air mattress. So fingers crossed. Anyway, so warm beds. And I am also grateful for not having to work for morons. I deal with very severe depression at times. Sometimes my depression is more manageable. And I just need to remind myself that I am, people like to say, oh, perspective is everything. But you can't help if you're in a deep depression. You can't just snap out of it or see that, oh, my things aren't as bad as other people's, and oh, I have this or that, so I shouldn't be upset. Like, that's not how it works. And if you think that that is how it works, then this is not the channel or the place for you. So I'm very grateful that I have this opportunity for the next half of my life, if I live, depending on how long I live, that I am setting my own path and going on adventures and, doing more of what I want in life. And as I do say in my videos, and in case you are not aware, I am also very, very grateful for all of you. Like I said in one of my recent live streams, you guys do help give me purpose. I am single and I love being that way. I don't have kids. I love that I don't have kids. Ask me that if I would have thought that in my 20s, it would have been a completely different story, but I'm glad it's just me. My nieces and nephews fill that hole for me. So thank you to Emily for, bearing my children, essentially. Anywho, I am grateful for you guys. You guys also give me purpose, along with the outdoors and nature and all that stuff. So I am going to write my viewers. I know some of you do subscribe, but I think subscribing, I think you shouldn't assume that people are subscribers. I watch some YouTube channels that I don't subscribe to. I subscribe to very few. I just like to watch their content. I just don't want to be notified constantly. Anyway, so I'm going to write YouTube viewers and those who are supportive of me and have my back and understand that I am very, very far from being perfect. I never will be perfect, but that you guys give me, I can't think of the proper word, but leeway. You guys give me understanding in things that I go through and deal with and posting certain videos. So I really greatly appreciate you. All right, next we have what I'm passionate about, what brings me joy in life. That's nature and outdoor travel. I haven't filled some of these out very thoroughly, but I can always come back and add some more, and we can cover those in my monthly updates. But I am passionate about nature and outdoor travel. There's other things I could think of, but I don't know if I, would put them there. I don't know. All right, now moving on to my daily rituals, skills to learn and habits to adopt this year. Now, this really isn't a skills to learn one for me. It's more of a habit to adopt, and that is cooking. Not necessarily learning how. I mean, I'll follow some recipes, but it's just cooking for myself more regularly. And it's not about like trying to be super healthy or anything, but just eating better food that isn't so processed and taking better care of myself in that way. And so that this section has some more I need to fill out. And as I go on, I will think of some. My affirmation: no one owes me anything. It's not something that I really struggle with because I do struggle with some self-confidence and things like that. And so I'm kind of used to feeling like passed over for things, or, that people aren't necessarily going to like what I have to offer. And that also goes with my personality. I don't want everybody to like me, because then I'm just not being true to myself. But sometimes, I'll give an example of with YouTube. Sometimes I work really, really hard on a video, or I travel far distances, and I feel like, why aren't more people viewing my videos? Or why aren't they getting pushed out there more? And I understand reasons why, I don't post regularly, and I need to post things that my viewers would like. And so that's just an example of, I'm not owed a lot of viewers, but with this whole process, I want to create more interesting content, consistent content, and things like that. And it will just help me with being retired, just to have some more structure in my life. All right. And another affirmation is that I am worthwhile. As I said, I struggle with some self-confidence and low self-worth at times. Just, with my life experiences that I've gone through, that's the reason that I have those feelings. I understand in my mind, just like with depression, like I understand I'm very blessed, and I have the ability to have a roof over my head and food to eat. And I do know that I have things to offer, but I don't know what it is. And maybe somebody can comment below that I still struggle with that. Like, maybe I'm not this or that. So try not to have this turn into a therapy session. And so then we have a vision board. And that's where the Clever Fox How It Works manual came in to be helpful. I looked through some magazines that I have. I don't really have magazines. I keep getting this magazine in the mail. I think it's Departures. I don't know why I get that magazine. I've never paid for it, to my understanding. I've also got one that's an Essence magazine, I think. Anyway, but I did look through some free mailers from like Costco and other places to find these. It's just like, incorporating better food for myself into my diet, and that goes along with the cooking. And so I need to get a good magazine to add to this, because I would like to have that. I think that is cute and clever. All right, my goals. Here we go. This is life area health and fitness. I want to do at least 2 hikes per month, and that will go on my vlog channel, this channel, and not necessarily just to do it for the channel, but just to do it overall, because it's wonderful to get outdoors, and sometimes I just have to tell myself I need to, and sometimes I don't. But so that is a goal I have, 2 hikes per month. And then here we have the cook more regularly for myself. And I do want to increase my physical strength, and that kind of goes along with the hiking. I think that I also need to add flexibility here, because my flexibility has really taken a nosedive as I've gotten older, gotten out of shape, don't have anything that I have to do. So we're going to add flexibility. All right. Okay. Moving on to business and career. So I have here the Rachel in Real Life, to have 2 videos per week at least. If I can do more, that's great. I would like to reach 25,000 subscribers. Now, it's more about the views, but I would like to get some brand deals this year, and they do take into account subscribers. So that is why I do have a number here for subscribers. Then I have my review channel. I will do 1 video per week, and I'll be posting that on Thursdays. So 52 videos in a year. I think that is achievable, so we'll check in every month and see how I'm doing. And I would like to reach 2,000 subs on that channel. I felt like maybe 5,000, but I'm trying to be more realistic with myself. So And then another thing for business and career is to attend an outdoor expo. So I need to be more aware of when those are. So I need to look and see when those are, where they are, and so I can plan those appropriately, because all of a sudden here I am watching videos on YouTube of the outdoor expos. So I would like to attend one of those. Family and friends. I just wrote that I do enough for family, which I really do. I don't think my family could say otherwise. If they're watching this, then comment below and let me know what you think. But yeah, I just need to focus more on myself, in all honesty, because yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Next, we have relationships and romance. I crossed out romance. That is not a priority for me or something that I am looking for. If it comes across, then we'll deal with it then. But I would like to meet some subscribers, some of my viewers. So I had that as far as relationships go. And then finance, I would like to save at least $5,000 this year. As you know, if you've watched my past videos, this year has been a very expensive year, this last year, 2022. And it also involves living in this expensive place, which is feasible, but it doesn't allow me extra spending money for activities and gear I want to get. And it's also been tight because of car repairs and things like that. So that's a goal, is to replenish my savings. Then I would also like to buy or order a new vehicle. I am looking at either the Toyota Sienna, which is the minivan, or the Toyota Sequoia, which is their large 3-row vehicle. And both have their pros and their cons. The Toyota Sienna minivan, it's got really great space inside, but the off-road capability, yes, it has all-wheel drive, but having had my car, CX-5, and just looking for places to do a lift on it, nobody will do it. Nobody can do it, or, there's just not a lift kit for it. So I don't want to really run into that problem with a minivan. The seat removal issue in both the Sienna and the Sequoia, that can be a problem as well. The Sequoia, yeah, very big, expensive. The gas mileage isn't as good, but these both would be brand new cars for me. The newer models that are the hybrids, so the gas mileage on the Sequoia, which is the only reason I would even consider it, is about 20 miles per gallon. And with what I get now in my Mazda CX-5, even with it fully unloaded, without my camping gear, my carrier on the back, on my rooftop basket, I average like 24 miles a gallon. That's it. And that's the same when it's empty. So a bigger, more robust, capable car with the Sequoia getting 20 miles a gallon, that's really good. And it would allow me to go to the places that I want to go to. I'm not trying to rock crawl or anything like that, but I would like to be able to get to more places. Next, we've got personal development. I would like to improve my time management. Time, it's so weird, and because I have all the time in the world, but there's a lot of times I don't even know what day it is, or time flies by so fast. It really, really does. And I don't know if that's just a normal thing for the second half of your life, even if you're working, if it just flies by, but the first half seemed to go by very slowly, at least. And then another personal development one is to be purposeful and also deliberate, but those are probably, very similar words, but I want to be more purposeful in time, with my time, with projects I'm working on, things like that. Then we have fun and recreation. I had a 10,000 subscriber activity celebration in mind that I haven't even done yet. And it's to ride the pterodactyl in Colorado. And I wanted to do it with somebody in my family, but nobody will really wants to do it. So I may just end up doing it myself, or if there's a subscriber in the Colorado area and you are daring enough to do the pterodactyl, then maybe we can do it together. Another thing with the fun and recreation is to also research and plan my travel a little bit better. Look at things, look ahead at things and what there is in the places that I'm going to go to. So I do need to do better at that. Spiritual, I don't have anything for that. Okay. Then I have my focus, and there are 5 goals specifically in this planner. But my first goal is to complete my drone test in January. I've had my drone since 2019. My mom helped me with it. She got me another drone, but I wanted this other drone, so I returned that anyway. It's about half and half because the drone I have was very expensive. However, I can't fly it. I can fly it, but if I want to have it in my videos and monetize those videos, I have to do the test. So if you've been with me for a very long time, since then at least, since 2019, you'll know that I have bought books every year to study the drone test, but I have not done it yet. Have you seen any drone footage in my videos? No, I haven't done it yet. And then even in 2021, yes, 2021, I did buy an online test and study material to do. And I have it for the lifetime. And I got about 2/3 of the way through it studying, and then I don't know, I just stopped. So my number one goal, at least for this year, is to do the drone test. And my plan is to get that done this month before I hit the road for my long-term travel across country. Ideally, I'd like to start that this month, January, but I don't know, it might be more efficient to do it in February. I will have to see about that. Then we have the mind map. So this is something, some of these things are blank just because I'll come back to them or I'll think more about them. But this would be like increasing my strength and flexibility. So with the How It Works book, you outline your big main goal and then you branch off and write your smaller goals on how you would achieve that main goal. So like the stretching would be to say stretch 3 times a week and follow a video or YouTube or a book or something. So that would be what the mind map area is. And I will fill that out. So we'll come back to it when I fill that out. And then for this month, the goals, I've got the drone test. I need to do 4 review videos, 2 review videos per week. I need to write per week actually. And then create business cards. So I want to create business card for when I'm traveling. And if I come across people, I give that to them. And I think it'll just incorporate both of my channels with the QR code type thing. And maybe I'll get a magnet for while I'm traveling. I can stick it on the outside of my car and then take it off for when I am going to my location for the evening or whatever. So I don't want it permanently affixed. I want to be able to take it off. And then we have the weekly outlines. So I've got my Thursday review video to post. That's going to be my snow chains. And then just like this week's main goal is to schedule my drone test. And the priorities for this week are study and the videos for both channels. The personal to-do list is to clean my place. I need to do that. I've done my nails. And then like the dinner, I'm not being very strict with myself in saying like I have to cook every single day dinner, you know. I'm just going to be incorporating it more into my weekly endeavors and schedule. So I hope that you will come along with me on this more productive journey, and maybe this inspires you to give yourself a schedule, and it's more of like a fun schedule, I guess, but a little structure in life is good to know what to expect. If you're curious on how things are going, we'll do our monthly check-ins. And, you know, if I don't do well one week, then I can always improve the next week. That's why these weekly outlines are great. You've got this week's wins and then how I'll improve next week. So I want to stick to this and keep it going. You know, that is my plan. So that's why I have the hard copy. It's a nice book and a nice case. So we will see how it goes and let me know what you think. I hope that you will stay tuned for this year to come and join me in my growth and progress. And I appreciate you all again so very much. I thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.